Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Elwood Panther fans, and welcome to a special edition of the Elwood Panthers Report, a recap, and Ryan VanSkyock's reaction to his Elwood Panthers 45-40 victory over the Indiana School for the Deaf Orioles, sometimes known as the Deaf Hoosiers. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt. This is the Elwood Panthers Report, and we'll be back Thursday with our weekly Elwood Panthers Report, which we'll talk to Coach VanSkyock again and preview the Friday game against Alexandria, and we'll get to know the team a little bit. We will also have a recap of Friday's game against Alexandria on Friday night, maybe Saturday. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Last note before we get to the recap and Coach VanSkyock's thoughts on the win, I will also have a video of the first half of Tuesday's game. I'm an idiot and forgot to charge my camera battery on the way to the game, so I didn't get to get any highlights of the second half. Sorry about that. Also, we have an IU reaction podcast from last night's loss to Michigan State and a Purdue report on Wednesday, so I didn't get time to get it up on Tuesday night. Should be ready to go by Wednesday afternoon. And for you IU fans, we have all kinds of IU coverage coming up this week. We had the IU report on Monday where Grant Schaus and Mike Hutzel talked some football and a little bit of basketball. And then on Tuesday night, Mike Hutzel reacted to Indiana's 81-60 loss to Michigan State. On Saturday, we will have Grant's and Mike's national championship game preview, a special edition of the IU report. Then Eric and Ryan Robinson will have their national championship preview on the college football report. Also, lots of NFL playoff stuff. We've got Purdue basketball. Mike Rich and I will be recapping the Pacers games on Wednesday against the Raptors, Friday against the Pelicans, Saturday against the Pistons, and Monday against the 76ers. Also on Monday, we'll have our weekly Pacers report. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun. The Elwood Panthers made their first trip ever to Indiana School for the Deaf and came away with an ugly 45-40 victory over the Orioles on Tuesday night in Indianapolis. The win was Elwood's sixth of the year after winning just 5 all of last year. They're now 6-5 and above 500 at this point in a season for the first time since they went 11-11 in 2013. The Panthers' last winning season came in 2014, and that is within reach, but a tough slice of schedule is ahead with Alexandria, Mississinawa, and Frankton the next 3. Again, we'll hear more from Coach VanSkyock on Alexandria later in this podcast and on Thursday's Elwood Panthers report. Elwood led all but a few minutes in Tuesday's contest, but the Orioles took a 33-31 lead by scoring the first 4 points of the fourth quarter. And as ugly as the offensive performance was throughout the night, and it was ugly, the Panthers came away with several big plays down the stretch of this one. A Cam Gallegos 3 on an assist from Braden Etchison gave Elwood the lead for good. Connor Wooten extended the lead to 36-33 with an offensive putback. I didn't keep track of rebounds because I was taking video, but I know Connor had to have had at least 10, probably a dozen rebounds in this win. After the Deaf Hoosiers cut the lead to 1, Wooten scored in the post on a nice entry pass from Ethan Cassis. Then Blaze Jones scored in the lane on a nice move to make it 40-35 with 3:42 left. It was 41-37 with a minute and a half to go when Cassis got a steal and turned it into a layup basket to increase the advantage to 6. But Keaton Mash knocked down his third three-pointer of the contest to give the Orioles one last shot. Mash had a game-high 17 points for the Orioles, who fall to 1-8 with the loss. After a turnover, Mash lined up a potential game-tying 3 with 4.9 seconds left, but Gallegos blocked the shot. Cassis got the rebound and had a chance to seal the game at the free throw line, but missed both. However, Braden Etchison came up with the offensive rebound, got fouled, went to the foul line, and swished a couple of free throws to ice it. Gallegos led Elwood with 10 points and got them off to a nice start with 5 points in the first quarter. The Panthers led 12-9 after 1. Blaze Jones scored 4 of his 6 points in the second quarter, and Corbin Level hit a big 3, and Elwood's advantage was 19-16 at halftime. The Panthers held a couple of 6-point leads in the third quarter, 26-20 after a Bryce Schuler 3-pointer, and 28-22 after a Gallegos putback, and a Cassis 3 with 58 seconds left in the third put them up 31-26 before a Mash 3 in the final seconds cut the margin to 2 heading into the final quarter. Cassis played a really nice floor game and finished with 9 points, as did Schuler. Wooten and Jones finished with 6 points apiece. Please stay tuned for head coach Ryan VanSkyock, and please join us Thursday for the Elwood Panthers report. Here with Ryan VanSkyock after a big 45-40 win over Indiana School for the Deaf. And, Coach, it wasn't pretty, but you made plays down the stretch.
Yeah, it was ugly, but the kids found a way to win. We looked at Burris last week, and we let that one get away in the critical moments, and we felt like the kids did a better job of fighting and doing the right things that we needed to. Still, we're making critical errors and critical moments. And those are different things that we're going to have to continue to work on with the kids. We had the lead, and we turned the ball over twice within 15 seconds when they were in 5 fouls. All we had to do is move the basketball. They had to foul us. Instead, we made ill-advised throws. So different things that we can work on and get better. And the great thing is in these tight games is we can go back on film and show them and talk about it and try to fix it.
Good news is you dominated the boards. The bad news is every time you got an offensive rebound, you missed the 2-foot.
Yeah, we missed tons of layups tonight, and it's been all season. It's even in practice. It just amazes me. But we're going to continue to keep working with the kids and empowering them, powering up the shots. We're going to get the pad out this week, probably tomorrow, and just hit them with it and make them explode and finish. And we're going to have to go old school, I guess. Every missed layup or every missed shot around the rim is going to be a punishment going into practice because if we're going to win games, we have got to finish around the rim, and that's been a major killer. It killed us at Burris at the end. It's killed us in other critical moments, so we got to do a much better job of finishing.
Yeah, for those who weren't here, this was a no contest if you just make those put-back layups.
We are like our own worst enemy. We get up, have a lead, then we make critical mistakes, and then they come back, and it's like every game. So we can't wait, and we hopefully see it out of the kids. If they can put together a full 32-minute game, we feel like we can knock off anybody come sectional time. But we've not seen that yet. We keep striving to get there, and hopefully one of these days we do.
Huge block shot by Ethan there as they tried to tie the game with a 3-pointer late.
Yeah, Ethan's been playing really well. I give him a lot of credit. His mentality and mindset's really changed from last year. He's really grown and matured a lot. He's been a key maker for us this year, so he's done a really good job. Really proud of him. He had a tough stretch last year, and he came back and worked hard this summer and is doing really good things for us, so kudos to that kid.
And then you have a 3-point lead. You're at the free throw line in the final seconds. Missed both of them, but what a huge rebound by Braden.
Yeah, Braden's such a great kid. One of my all-time favorite kids. Just super respectful. Tries to do things the right way. We were on him, and we've been on him for weeks. Of you got to rebound the basketball. You are big, even though you're not truly big. And you got to go do those things for us. And I felt like he did a tremendous job tonight in critical moments of securing that rebounds for us and giving us extra possessions. And, of course, if he doesn't do that, who knows what the game ends up at that moment.
Yeah, so. No question. The good thing is 6-5 through 11 games. You got to be thrilled with that.
The kids just bypassed their win total from last year. We only won 5 last year, and we could have kicked ourselves in our butts last year of so many games that we felt like we should have won, and we didn't do it because of critical mistakes we made. So kudos to our kids, but we're not happy where we're at. We feel like we should be 8-3, at least 7-4. We've let some slip away. We've been in good games. we just got to put games together. We got a tough stretch coming up. Alexandria is really good, quick, athletic. They're going to trap us the whole game. We got to do a great job of taking care of the basketball, but we're going to go in the mindset of a couple years ago, we upset them on our home floor. It's our winter homecoming, so it's going to be a big game, and we're going to see what we're made out of.
Yeah, every game's big. Conference games are even bigger. Conference rivals, even bigger.
Even bigger, and there's a lot of them coming up. We got Alexandria Friday, then Miss Cinewell the following week, and then Frankton. That's a huge one, too. So I know Alexandria is always circled on our kids' calendars. A huge game. Coach Carroll does a tremendous job with those kids. One of the best coaches in the state. Alexandria is really blessed to have him. He just gets his kids to play so hard, and they're so quick and so athletic. So it's going to be a tall task for us, but we're going to see what we're made out of.
Yeah, one of the most athletic teams you'll play.
They get up the floor. They shoot it really well. We definitely got to be one and done because you give an O board up to Alexandria and they're kicking out to a wide open shooter and it's going to be a made shot. So we got to do a tremendous job being one and done, and then we got to slow down the basketball game a little bit. And that's going to be the thing with our kids is they're going to be pressured, or are they going to get sped up, or are we going to actually be able to dictate the tempo? Where we beat them 2 years ago, I think the score was like in the mid-30s. That's the score we need, and that's the tempo we need to have a chance to upset them.
Last question, Coach. Tell me about the experience of coming over here to the Indiana School of the Deaf and what it was like for you and the kids.
It was a great experience. As one, I'm glad that we did. It's just amazing watching those kids and coaches just talk and communicate to each other the whole game. It was amazing for our kids to see. Kudos to those kids. Man, those kids play hard. They play it the right way. And it was a great experience. I'm glad we got to do it. I think it's going to open up our kids' eyes a little bit of how big communication is in the game of basketball.
Coach VanSkyock, thank you as always for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks so much to Coach VanSkyock and the Elwood Panthers, and thank you so much for listening. Please join us again on Thursday and Friday. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. I love Susie.